good morning, and happy Monday, April 11th. So what's going on? Well, last week, Ketanji Brown Jackson was confirmed to the Supreme Court. I watched a little bit of the hearings, and that woman will be a credit to the Supreme Court and to the United States of America. What isn't a credit to America are the Democrats and Republicans. Why I say that is the Republicans embarrass themselves once again this time around with the Supreme Court, as the Democrats did 2 years ago. They just can't seem to get along. They're like children in the sandbox fighting over a pail and shovel when there are lots of other pails and shovels around. They just can't get along for anything. Shame on them. The other thing that's going on is, look, we're now going after Putin's 2 daughters in an effort to try to put pressure on Putin to stop the war in Ukraine. And the Russians have been expelled from the human rights part of the UN. You know, maybe Putin has censored the media so much in Russia, he doesn't even get the truth to himself. On a little bit more relaxing note, baseball started. Isn't that wonderful? A relaxing game to help us forget about the trials of this time that we live in. Let's get to today's topic. So you know the saying, April showers bring May flowers. So let's get under an umbrella to protect us from the rain. You know, there are other kinds of umbrellas besides this umbrella. There's, believe it or not, umbrella insurance. What's an umbrella insurance policy? Well, let's talk about that. An umbrella policy protects you beyond the limits of your home and your automobile insurance. And over my last 37 years, I've seen more than one case. I've seen a number of cases where people have had to pay out of pocket for claims because they didn't have enough home and automobile insurance, yet they purchased the maximum that those policies will allow. You know, a lot of times my clients will say to me, hey Mark, how much liability insurance is enough? And I'll ask them, if you're in a lawsuit, how much do you think you're going to need? More is always better than less. And the additional cost of having more is really that negligible compared to having an umbrella. Umbrella policies start at $1 million and up. The highest I've seen has been $10 million. So do you need $1 to $10 million of umbrella coverage? Well, let's take a look and consider that. So let's look at this chart right here. It's a typical chart that you can download from the internet and put your own figures in. I did that beforehand. And the figures I use are taking somebody who's, say, 25 years old, could be older, could be younger, and they're going to put $100 a paycheck twice a month, $200 a month into an investment account. And we're making the assumption over the course of the entire time it's going to return about 7%, maybe a little aggressive, maybe not. But as you can see, they really don't have too much money in there, and now it starts going up a little bit by, you know, they're 30 years old. Look at what it is at 40 or 50 or 60, and then at 70 we're talking about, you know, $686,000. It's not hard to build equity if you're disciplined, and then all of a sudden you can turn around and realize, whoa, wait a minute, I've got something to be sued for. So as you saw on that chart, your savings potential is going up each and every month. You can say to me, well, Mark, I have automobile insurance. Yeah, good. I have homeowners insurance. Good. The liability limits, if you paid attention to my previous videos, to have an umbrella is you have to have $250,000 per person, $500,000 per occurrence on your automobile policy. And usually it's that much more to add it. You have to have at least $300,000 on your homeowner's policy, and maybe $500,000. It's usually that much more to add it. Very negligible. And by that much more, let's put it like this. Starbucks could be sacrificed for a day, okay? So that's the underlying coverage, and then the $1 million is tacked on top of that. Another thing to consider is if you've purchased a home, a townhome, a condo, something of that nature, and you start off with a loan about right here, and your market value is right here. The loan goes down and the market value goes up, especially right now. So you got all this equity in the center right here. That's exposed. The other thing that can be exposed is your income. So you start off with an entry-level job when you get out of high school or college, your first job, and you're making just enough money to get by. There's an old saying, you can't bleed a turnip. But now, a few years have gone by, you've gotten a promotion or two. That income can be exposed. These are all reasons why you should have or consider an umbrella. So, do you need an umbrella? You can answer that question, not me. And how you answer is, add up your savings. Add up the equity you have in your real estate. Add up the equity you have in your cars, your jewelry, your savings accounts outside of a retirement account. Add that all up. And then look at your income. If you tell me, hey, I'm a person who makes $500,000 a year, boy, you need an umbrella. If you tell me I'm a person who makes $25,000 and I can't, my credit card debt is going up because I can't afford to even go to McDonald's to get a small fry, you may not need an umbrella. But add all that stuff up. Look at what you have on your home and your automobile insurance policies, and then if that equals more than the liability you have, you need an umbrella. And hey, Mark, what's going on here at the MLD agency? Well, last week we got this. This is my Florida license for people who are retiring to Florida, who are joining the mass exodus out of Illinois. I can still take care of you when you relocate to Florida because of this paper right here. The other thing is, last week we were able to help somebody out with the marketplace for their health insurance. So until next week, take care, and we'll see you later.